Another month is drawing to a close and a new one is about to begin. But before we go, as always, we're gonna look back at what happened in the Indo-Pacific region in March 2023. This month provide many stories in the Indo-Pacific region, and two of them we already discussed in the past weeks. The Indonesian Air Force got their first Super Hercules, which will expand their airlift capability even more, and Australia, the UK, and the US announced plan for AUKUS, which will shift the balance of power in the South China Sea. So, what other stories do we have this month? Let's jump into the video. We're gonna start today's video from Indonesia. After years of waiting, we finally see the light for the Indonesian Air Force AEWNC capability. The Indonesian Ministry of Finance has approved plans to acquire two AEWNC aircraft with loans sourced from a foreign lender. The approval means that the MOD can now formally begin the process of evaluating suitable aircraft types and sources for a foreign lender to fund the program. Cited from Jens, the ceiling approved for the loan is $800 million, and it should cover the delivery of two airframes together with their associated components, service equipment, and training packages. Just like the drone procurement we discussed last month, this procurement is also in the list of 16 programs for the year for which permission to take on foreign loans has been granted by the MOF. But unlike the rest of the programs, the AEWNC program has a lengthier timeline. It should be signed by 31 December 2024, not 31 December this year. If the contract doesn't materialize by then, the approval will lapse. In my previous video, I said that having AEWNC aircraft should be Indonesia's top priority, and I'm glad that our prayers have been granted. Having this asset will be very beneficial for the Indonesian Air Force because it can close the weaknesses of the ground-based radar, it's more flexible to be deployed, and it can coordinate and control friendly forces for both defensive and offensive air operations. For the candidates, C-295 AEWNC is unlikely to win in my opinion, and I know everyone's favorite will be the Wedgetail. But knowing its $500 million price tag and the prerequisite of having two aircraft, one candidate left that fits this requirement is Saab 2000 REI, which is also one of the best AEWNC aircraft out there. I'm still gonna take it if it's chosen. Indonesia is not the only one who will get new AEWNC aircraft. In early March, the US State Department approved a possible sale of E-2D Advanced Hawkeye to Japan. In an announcement on 7 March, the State Department said that the estimated $1.3 billion of foreign military sales will cover 5 aircraft along with 12 engines and other related equipment. The main contractor for the proposal is Northrop Grumman, and the State Department said that there are no known offset agreements proposed in connection with this potential sale. So far, Japan already has 13 Advanced Hawkeye in their fleet, and with this proposed procurement, will strengthen their position as the biggest E-2 operator outside the US. The A2D Advanced Hawkeye features an entirely new avionics suite, including the new INIPY-9 radar, mission computer, flight management systems, full glass cockpit, and aerial refueling. The APY-9 radar is specifically designed to provide enhanced surveillance detection and tracking capabilities, including against advanced threats such as 5th-gen stealth aircraft and cruise missiles, and also guide friendly forces to track and engage such threats. What if Advanced Hawkeye is offered for the Indonesian Air Force AEWNC program? Are you gonna consider it? Still from Japan, during the SEA Japan 2023 exhibition in Chiba, the JGSDF announced its plan to procure a total of 250 Type 16 Maneuver Combat Vehicle or MCV. Officials from Japan's Acquisition, Technology and Logistics Agency or ATLA said the JGSDF has ordered and taken delivery of about 100 MCVs and orders for 150 additional vehicles, including 3 new variants over the next few years. In fiscal year 2023 alone, the Japanese MOD has allocated funding of 13.6 billion yen or $103.7 million to procure 26 MCVs. Meant to replace the aging Type 96 APC, the development of Type 16 MCV began in 2007 and delivered to the JGSDF starting 2017. The MCV is designed to be highly mobile and air transportable using the Kawasaki C2 to defend against a possible invasion of the Japanese Southern Island chain. This is part of Japan's new armored vehicle strategy that prioritizes highly maneuverable and air transportable firepower. Looking at its specification, the Type 16 has the same characteristic as the Pandur 105 in the Indonesian Army and soon with the Philippine Army. And from what I see, a wheeled 8x8 with 105 or 120mm cannon is a perfect platform for cross-islands rapid reaction forces like the Japanese has. It's lightweight, so it's easier to transport and pack enough firepower to hold enemy advances until reinforcement arrives. However, if the Indonesian and the Philippine Army want to replicate what the Japanese did, both countries must prepare their mode of transport first. Because weighing between 20 to 26 tons, these wheeled light tanks cannot be carried by the C-130 anymore. Last story for today. Few days ago, the Royal Brunei Navy commissioned an ex-Singapore Navy Fearless class patrol vessel they received on 15 March. The vessel, which has been renamed KDB As-Sidik, meaning truthful, is being transferred as a gift and as a symbol of the close defense relation between the two smallest Southeast Asian countries. Her sister ship, which will be known in Royal Brunei Navy as KDB Al Farouk, is currently undergoing a transfer process as well. Before being handed over, the Republic of Singapore Navy removed the Otto Melara 76mm main gun on the vessel. Now, it's up for Brunei to decide what armaments they want to put on their new vessel. Fearless class itself is a class of 12 patrol vessels built by Singapore Technologies Marine for the Republic of Singapore Navy. The lead ship RSS Fearless was launched in 1995 and commissioned a year later. Now, all ships were decommissioned and replaced by 8 Independence-class littoral mission vessels. Although besides the last 2 that are transferred to Brunei, 4 of them were refurbished and reinducted into service as Sentinel-class maritime security and response vessels to protect Singapore territorial waters against sea robberies and foreign intrusion until future purpose-built ships come into play starting 2026. Congratulations to the Royal Brunei Navy for getting 2 patrol vessels. They really need it considering their locations facing the South China Sea. And man, Singapore retired their ship way too young. Decommissioning a ship after only 20 years of service, never heard something like this happen in my country. And that's it for today. For interesting stories in the Indo-Pacific region in March 2023. What do you think about these stories? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.